Have you ever felt like you had to choose between something that tastes good and something that's actually good for your health? Especially as we grow older. Every food decision can start to feel more complicated. Sometimes, just holding a sweet piece of fruit in your hand brings a wave of uncertainty. Is this the wrong choice? Will it spike my blood sugar? Will it affect my sleep or leave me feeling tired afterward? These worries are not yours alone. Many older adults quietly set aside their love for fruit out of fear. Fear of diabetes, fear of consequences they can't fully see. But have you ever stopped to wonder if we might be turning away from nature's gifts a little too quickly? Sweet fruit isn't always something to avoid. In fact, some fruits, though naturally sweet, can actually help stabilize blood sugar, improve sleep, reduce inflammation, and offer a gentle, lasting source of energy. The key is knowing how to choose them, how to enjoy them, and how to listen to our bodies with care and awareness. And that's exactly what we'll be exploring together in today's journey. If you've ever wrestled with the thought of pleasing your taste buds or protecting your health, this video may offer a softer, more reassuring perspective. So take a moment to settle in, breathe, and stay with us. You might find that a small shift in your familiar kitchen is all it takes to feel stronger, calmer, and more confident each day. 1. Rethinking sweet fruits. For years, those living with diabetes have been warned time and again to steer clear of sweet fruits. Just the thought of sweetness alone can make many people feel hesitant, almost as if they are doing something harmful to their health. But sometimes the very advice we hear over and over again can turn into a wall that blocks us from receiving the purest gifts of nature. The truth is, not all sweetness is the enemy of those with diabetes, and not every fruit causes the kind of blood sugar spike that many have come to fear. Recently, many doctors in the United States have begun to take a deeper, more thoughtful look at this issue. Through working closely with their patients, they've discovered that certain fruits, even those with a naturally sweet taste, can actually help the body regulate blood sugar effectively. When used properly, these fruits are not only harmless, but can become powerful allies in stabilizing energy levels, boosting immunity, and gently improving digestion. The positive results seen in real patients have led many physicians to completely shift their thinking. What's truly worth noting is that this overcautious mindset has caused many older adults to deny themselves things that could genuinely benefit them. A bite of ripe fruit, when chosen wisely and eaten in moderation, can bring a sense of satisfaction without guilt or fear. This is not indulgence. It is a mindful, loving way of caring for oneself. So perhaps it's time to shift the narrative. Let fruit no longer stand as a symbol of restriction, but instead become part of a natural and harmonious approach to nourishing the body. If there's one thing worth trying this week, it might just be giving yourself the chance to enjoy something sweet in a way that is safe and intentional. Because sometimes, a small change in mindset is all it takes to open a much larger door to balance and long-term health. 2. The specific benefits of the first fruit, melon. Picture a summer afternoon when the heat seems to pause everything around you. You open the fridge and reach for a bowl of chilled melon slices. Each bite melts gently in your mouth, sweet and cool like a small gift from the season itself. But behind that refreshing sensation lies a series of quiet yet powerful health benefits, especially for those living with diabetes or entering their later years. Melon, made up of over 90% water, doesn't just cool you down, it helps the body flush out excess sodium, reduces swelling in the hands and feet, and supports the kidneys to work more efficiently. For older adults who often wake up with stiff hands or heavy legs, adding melon to breakfast can bring noticeable relief, all without a single pill. What's more, this seemingly simple fruit contains naturally soft, soluble fiber that gently regulates blood sugar and supports digestion. Unlike rougher types of fiber that can irritate an aging digestive system, melon offers a soothing touch from nature, cleansing the intestines without discomfort. Margaret, a 71-year-old woman living in Florida, once shared that whenever she had a breakfast of melon sprinkled with a dash of cinnamon, she felt noticeably lighter in her stomach and more uplifted in spirit throughout the entire day. And her story is far from rare. Many people who swap their morning toast or instant cereal for a serving of melon have reported feeling a distinct improvement in their energy, mood, and even their skin. Another remarkable fact is that melon does not cause blood sugar spikes as many might assume. The sugar in melon is naturally paired with water, fiber, and vitamins, allowing it to be absorbed slowly and steadily rather than triggering those dangerous sugar surges. This makes it an ideal choice for anyone seeking a sweet treat without paying the price of inner imbalance. To make this healthy habit easier, you can pre-slice the melon and store it in a clear container right at the front of your fridge. That way, every time you open the door, instead of being tempted by cookies or snacks, you'll see a gentle reminder to choose something that nourishes you. Sometimes, just changing one snack a day, like adding a small portion of melon to breakfast or enjoying it as a dessert after lunch, is enough to help your body feel loved and cared for. And if you're feeling a bit creative, try blending melon with cucumber and fresh mint into a cooling smoothie. It's not only a refreshing drink for warm days, but also a beautiful way of telling yourself that your health deserves to come first, every single day. 3. A real story and a call to share. Not long ago, Dorothy, a 68-year-old woman from Ohio, shared a story that made many people rethink their everyday snacking habits. She recalled how, like clockwork, her body would crash around 3 p.m. every afternoon. Her eyes would grow heavy, her mood would dip, and her hand would automatically reach for a chocolate bar in the drawer. She believed that a little sweetness would help her snap out of the slump, but less than an hour later, she always felt worse, tired, restless, and uneasy inside. Everything changed when a friend from her yoga club suggested she try replacing the candy with a small bowl of chilled melon. At first, she didn't believe it would make any real difference, but she gave it a try anyway, and something remarkable happened. The melon not only satisfied her sugar craving, but left her feeling lighter, more refreshed, and surprisingly calm. No more crashes, no more discomfort, and most notably, her mood remained stable through the rest of the evening. From that one small change, Dorothy began sharing her experience in a senior wellness group, and then the response was overwhelming. Many others who swapped cookies, soda, or chips for melon reported clear and positive shifts in their bodies. Some started sleeping better. Others noticed reduced joint aches. Some simply felt less bloated and more comfortable in their digestion. It became clear that even the smallest dietary changes can lead to significant improvements when we stay consistent and truly listen to what our bodies need. If you've ever had a similar experience, if you've ever changed just one eating habit and noticed your body becoming more energized, clearer, or calmer, we invite you to share that story. Just a few lines in the comment section might become the very inspiration someone else needs when they're feeling overwhelmed by conflicting advice. Let this community be a place where everyone is heard, where we stay connected, and where real stories help spread meaningful change. And if you've made a small change this week that lifted your spirits or made you feel more alive, leave the words "I tried it" in the comments. Who knows? You might just be planting the seed of transformation for someone who truly needs it. 4. Expanding the benefits of melon, easing leg pain, supporting sleep, boosting energy. There are afternoons when, after a long day, you sit down and feel like your legs no longer belong to you. Your calves are tight, your feet ache with a dull throb, and every step feels heavier than the last. This sensation is all too familiar for many older adults. But what might surprise you is that something as simple as a bowl of fresh melon can bring real, gentle relief to your body. Melon is packed with water and essential minerals like potassium and magnesium, two key elements that help relax muscles, reduce inflammation, and improve blood circulation. So if you often struggle with sore, tired legs at the end of the day, a chilled serving of melon might just be the quiet companion that helps both your body and your mind unwind. George, a 72-year-old man from Texas, once shared that after adding melon to his afternoon routine, he no longer felt that icy ache in his legs at night. The pain and stiffness faded, and by morning, he could move with a lightness he hadn't felt in years. What's even more remarkable is that his sleep improved dramatically, No more tossing and turning. No more waking up in the middle of the night. Instead, he began to enjoy deeper, more restful sleep that left him feeling truly refreshed. The magnesium in melon doesn't just benefit your muscles. It also plays an important role in calming the nervous system, reducing stress, and improving sleep quality. If you often find it hard to fall asleep or wake up feeling drained, adding a serving of melon in the evening might be a gentle way to bring your body back to balance. Instead of turning to sleep aids with side effects, you can let nature care for you in a kinder, more loving way, and it doesn't stop there. Melon also serves as a light yet effective energy source. Unlike refined sugars that cause quick crashes, melon offers natural sugars accompanied by water and fiber, which help the body absorb energy more slowly and steadily. If you often feel sluggish in the afternoon, try replacing sugary snacks or sodas with a small bowl of melon. The cool texture and gentle sweetness won't just refresh your taste buds, they'll help lift your mood and bring your spirit back to life. Melon may not be a miracle cure, but it's proof that the simplest things are often the best for our health. And if one piece of fruit can ease your aches, help you sleep more soundly, and make you feel more vibrant every day, then why not give yourself that gift starting today? 5. The practical power of melon in everyday life. What makes melon truly special isn't just its refreshing taste, but the convenience and flexibility it brings to daily life. In the slower yet still demanding rhythm of aging, maintaining healthy habits is not always easy. But with melon, there's no need for complicated preparation or fancy cooking. All it takes is a knife, a clean container, and a few moments of self-care each day. Evelyn, a 69-year-old woman living in California, shared that every morning after brewing her tea. She spends a few quiet minutes slicing melon and placing it into a clear glass container on the front shelf of her fridge. She says it's her way of reminding herself to choose something good when hunger or sweet cravings hit. And the surprising part is that just seeing the chilled melon each time she opens the fridge helps her avoid reaching for cookies or chocolate like she used to. That small habit slowly became a part of her daily routine. Simple, gentle, and incredibly effective. Melon also pairs beautifully with familiar dishes, enhancing both flavor and nutrition. A warm bowl of oatmeal in the morning becomes even more inviting with a few chilled melon cubes and a sprinkle of cinnamon. An afternoon snack feels lighter with a smoothie made from melon and cucumber, finished with a touch of fresh mint, a salad with diced melon, leafy greens, and toasted almonds turns into a meal that is both delicious and refreshing. You can even freeze melon pieces to make healthy popsicles, perfect for warm days and suitable for both adults and children. Beyond the kitchen, melon is an ideal companion for walks in the park, tucked into a picnic lunch, or simply enjoyed as a cooling reward after time spent gardening. Its simplicity is what makes it easy to love and stick with. When things aren't overly complicated, we're more likely to keep doing them. And the beautiful thing is that melon never makes you feel like you're on a strict diet or giving something up. Instead, it helps you feel like you're making a kind, conscious choice for your well-being. So if you're looking for a small, doable change today, let melon be your gentle companion. Life doesn't need to be transformed overnight. Sometimes it's the small, loving choices we make each day that quietly lead us toward better health and a brighter spirit. 6. A sweet idea for grandparents. Sharing the joy of healthy fruit. Few things warm a grandparent's heart more than seeing their grandchild smile, cheeks full of fruit and eyes sparkling with happiness. These seemingly simple moments are often the strongest threads that connect generations. And what's even more beautiful is that this joy can begin with something as humble as a sliced melon, a few chilled pieces of fruit, and the love you pour into every step of preparation. When you sit down with your grandchild and cut melon into stars, hearts, or even just small, easy-to-eat pieces, it's no longer just a snack. It becomes a shared moment filled with sweetness and meaning. Children don't just eat with their mouths, they eat with curiosity and a sense of wonder. And if you're the one who sparks that experience, you're planting seeds of love, of healthy living, and of unforgettable childhood memories in their hearts. Michael, a 74-year-old grandfather from Arizona, shared that whenever his grandkids visit, he doesn't offer candy or fancy toys. Instead, He prepares a colorful fruit platter: melon, watermelon, grapes, and apples arranged like flowers or smiley faces. And he lets the kids choose, taste, and create their own designs. Those moments fill the house with laughter and warmth. No effort required beyond a little imagination and care. He says that's how he leaves his mark on their memories. Not through material gifts, but through emotion and being fully present. When you share fruit with your grandkids, you're giving them more than just something healthy. You're telling them a story about self-love. You're teaching them that delicious doesn't have to mean sugary or packaged. You're awakening in them a respect for nature, for their own bodies, and for the precious moments spent with family. A summer afternoon spent together on the porch, eating melon, listening to cicadas, and sharing small stories, may one day become a treasured memory they carry when they think of childhood and their grandparents. So if you're looking for a gentle way to bond with your grandchildren, don't overthink it. Start with fruit. Start with a chilled bowl of melon. Start with the quiet sincerity and simple love behind each carefully cut slice. Because while you may think you're teaching them something small, what you're really doing is leaving a piece of your heart in their memory. And that is the most beautiful legacy of all, the gentle yet powerful choice of melon. As we move past the vibrant, fast-paced years of life and step into a quieter season, we begin to realize that not everything bright and flashy is meant to last. Sometimes it's the simplest, most familiar things that offer the greatest strength to both body and soul. Melon is a perfect example. It isn't loud, it isn't expensive, and it doesn't require any complicated preparation. Yet within its soft, juicy flesh lies a wealth of nourishment that can help you feel lighter, healthier, and more at ease each day. A single piece of cool melon doesn't just quench your physical thirst. It's like a gentle touch to the spirit, reminding you that you deserve to be cared for by the best that nature has to offer. Robert, a 70-year-old man from Oregon, once said he never imagined something as simple as melon could change the way he thought about food and health. But after just 1 week of enjoying melon each morning, he noticed his body began to speak differently. No more bloated feelings, no more strong sugar cravings in the afternoon, and most notably, he began to sleep more deeply and feel more peaceful. What surprised him most wasn't the impact of the melon itself, but how easy it was to maintain a healthy habit when it came without pressure or strict discipline. That's what melon truly is, a choice that is easy to make, easy to enjoy, and easy to stick with. You don't have to change everything in your diet overnight. You just need to reach for melon instead of a processed sweet. You just need to have a few slices ready so when fatigue sets in, you don't have to wonder what to eat. You just need to bring your attention to each bite and notice how your body responds. This is how we take care of ourselves, not through harsh rules or rigid plans, but through presence and kindness. And if you're wondering where to begin with a melon. Let it sit in your kitchen, on your breakfast table, or in a fruit bowl by the sunny window. Let it be a quiet reminder that being healthy doesn't have to be complicated. It only needs to be consistent and thoughtful. And if today you choose melon instead of an unhealthy snack, you're not only making a smart decision for your body, you're sending a powerful message to yourself. I deserve to be loved every day in the simplest, most caring ways. 8. Introducing the second fruit, plum. If melon brings a gentle, cooling sensation like a soft summer breeze, then plum is more like a deep, rich note, full of mystery, boldness, and quiet vitality, small, unassuming, and often overlooked among the more vibrant displays of fruit. The plum quietly holds a surprising wealth of benefits. A bite of ripe plum, sweet with a hint of tartness at the tip of your tongue, not only awakens your senses, but also nourishes your body in the most natural and refined way. Walter, a 66-year-old man living in Colorado, once said that he never paid much attention to plums. To him, they were just another fruit, nothing special. It wasn't until his doctor recommended finding fruits that support digestion and blood pressure that he gave them a second thought. He started eating plums in the afternoon instead of cookies, and soon noticed his stomach felt more at ease. He slept better at night, and even his mood felt lighter. These small changes began to add up, and within a few weeks, he felt like his body had been gently reset. That's the nature of plums. Beneath their deep purple skin lies a powerful blend of fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. What's remarkable is the way these elements work together in harmony to slow down sugar absorption, help regulate blood pressure, and ease the low-grade inflammation that so many older adults quietly endure. For anyone looking for a naturally sweet fruit that won't send their blood sugar soaring, plums are an ideal choice. The sweetness in a plum doesn't hit you like candy or cake. It's quiet and calm, just enough to satisfy a craving, to lift your spirit, without leaving your body to wrestle with the aftermath. Just a few plums a day, enjoyed in the afternoon or before dinner, can become a gentle gift you give your body, a way to rest, to cleanse, and to quietly regenerate from within. So if today you happen to see a tray of fresh plums at the market or your local grocery store, don't pass them by. Pick up a few, bring them home, give them a rinse, and take a bite. You might feel as if you've rediscovered an old friend, one who has always been there quietly waiting, comforting and strong. And who knows, it might just be the beginning of a small daily habit that brings you closer to the lightness and vitality you truly deserve. 9. Practical tips and creative ways to enjoy plums. What makes plums truly wonderful is not just their rich and inviting flavor, but also their incredible versatility. You can enjoy them fresh right after rinsing, turn them into a refreshing dessert, or transform them into inspiring snacks without losing any of their nutritional value. For anyone looking to improve their health without drastically changing daily habits, plums are a smart and uplifting choice. Just 1 or 2 plums a day, enjoyed in the afternoon or after a meal, can create subtle yet lasting changes in your body. Linda, a 67-year-old woman from North Carolina, once shared that she was never fond of fruit until she tried roasted plums with cinnamon and a splash of lemon juice. The aroma filled her kitchen, and the combination of mellow sweetness, gentle tartness, and the warm spice of cinnamon completely changed her mind. Now, she dedicates 1 afternoon each week to preparing plums this way, treating it as a soothing ritual of self-care. She often invites her granddaughter to join in, turning an ordinary day into a moment of family connection. If you prefer something simpler, try slicing plums thinly and sprinkling a little cinnamon on top. Pair them with a bit of soft cheese or a few walnuts. The blend of natural sweetness, healthy fats, and protein helps slow down sugar absorption, keeps blood sugar stable, and leaves you feeling full for longer. And if you enjoy a cool drink in the afternoon, blend plums with some water and a few mint leaves for a refreshing beverage that cools the body and supports digestion. For those with sensitive digestion, plums can be a gentle companion, easing bloating or heaviness without causing irritation, like some harsher types of fiber. You can also try soaking a few fresh plums in warm water overnight and drinking the water while eating the softened fruit the next morning, offering your digestive system a kind and nourishing start to the day. Plums are also perfect for outings. Whether it's a walk in the park or a family picnic, they require no fancy preparation, won't leak or leave strong odors, and just a few in your bag can become a satisfying and healthy treat. And if you have children or grandchildren at home, invite them to help prepare a colorful plum platter, giving them a chance to explore, taste, and fall in love with something natural and real. The power of plums lies in that very simplicity. Health doesn't need to be complicated. With just a few plums, a touch of creativity, and a heart that listens to the needs of your body, you can begin a journey of restoration and vitality built on small, meaningful choices every single day. By now, you've seen that taking care of your health doesn't have to begin with something grand or complicated. Sometimes, a single small choice like adding a bowl of cool, refreshing melon or a few sweet ripe plums to your daily meals can create quiet but powerful shifts in your well-being. Every piece of fruit you bring into your body, when chosen with care and love, nourishes not just your physical health, but also brings a calm sense of peace to your spirit. It's a kind of self-care that's gentle, not strict, not forced, but born from a true connection with yourself. If today you feel inspired to try something new and simple for your body, don't hesitate. A bowl of melon in the morning, a plum in the afternoon, or even just a moment to pause and listen to what your body needs can all be meaningful steps. And if you found today's video helpful, don't hesitate to subscribe and continue walking with us on this journey of natural and lasting self-care. You don't have to change everything all at once. Just take each step slowly and steadily. Leave a comment with the words, "I tried it," if you've ever used a small tip from nature and felt the difference it made. Who knows? Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to read to find a spark of motivation for their own day. Remember, you are not alone. On this path toward peace and health, we can always share, learn, and lift each other up with the simplest things. And in the next video, we'll explore another familiar food that holds surprising power for aging bodies. I look forward to seeing you again soon. You deserve the very best every single day.